Just look away. The ash builds on the train. I won't look that way. I won't look away. The hole on the roof of the church that started to decay will sing our praise. The souls that never left, the ones that count the days.
Hi, this is JJ here at Once. What you're about to see is some very special content created just for you by the Once family. Art and community are our priorities here at Once. We'd rather be with you in person, but what we can do right now is create virtual experiences for us to all enjoy together. No, it's not the same as being at a live show, but that doesn't mean that it's not a way to enjoy each other's company and entertainment. So, without further ado, a few house notes. The bathrooms are in the back, on the left. No flash photography, please. And as always, no crowd surfing. Enjoy the show.
Hemorrhage may vary in severity and tends to be less striking in cases of long duration. Small focal hemorrhages may be found in the walls of the other chambers, but these are never as consistent or as prominent as the hemorrhage in the right atrium.
start again. Everybody can live with himself and now believe me out. If you are in love, find me alone. When I met in the 1990s, said she was brilliant, waiting for a brand new scene. I'm just looking for peace,
America?
Demand your OVV.
I want my OVV!
I want my OVV!
I want my OVV.
Your favorite bands?
The What's Nightclub.
All online?
Tell your computer.
Grab your mobile device?
Don't.
I want my OVV!
Hi, my name is Brandy Blaze, and we're here live at One Somerville, and I also have DJY with me. Hi! We just got finished performing in this amazing venue, and we just want to take time to thank One Somerville, but also speak about how important art venues are to our art and to us as artists. This is how we reach our fans. This is how we build our fan bases, by getting to perform in these venues. COVID has taken an unprecedented hit on our industry here in Boston, and it's really important that we help to save our stages, save our venues. Please donate what you can. Use the hashtag, tell your friends to save our stages, so that when we come back in 2021, I have a rafter to hang off, because I promised my first show I'm gonna hang off a rafter. Are you gonna hang off too, or what?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm jumping, yeah. I just want to jump in the crowd.
Oh, okay, so we're never getting booked here again.
Donate, thank you.
Donate, use hashtag save our stages, and we love you, Boston.
All right, support.
So we're One Somerville. We have an online store. It's called Shopperville. Get it? It's a pretty cool place. You can find our t-shirts, our bumper stickers, which, by the way, say Once Army, smashing the patriarchy since 2015. So you know you want people to be seeing that. Check out Once Shopperville. You can find the link in all of our socials. Please buy something. It helps us, makes you look cool. You rock. Once Somerville started unexpectedly. In 2014, my locavore catering company, Cuisine en Locale, rented an old event space with a kitchen.
It was early in winter.
We discovered by accident that our ballroom and lounge both have great sound, and we started booking pop-up performances. One Night Creative Events, aka Once. In short time, we were operating as a 2-room, 411-person safe and inclusive venue. We hosted so many amazing bills with local and touring bands and performers, sometimes 7 nights a week. We worked hard to make the best experiences we could, and our friends kept showing up and bringing their friends. COVID closed our doors on March 12, 2020. Once Somerville, the physical space we all love, went dark. In May, we started a Once virtual venue, streaming performances to stay close to our community until we could be open again. We've hosted premieres, listening parties, dance nights, interviews, and variety shows. We're down, but damn it, we are not out. We're going to do whatever we can to continue to produce shows through our Once virtual venue, the OVV. With your patronage, we can continue to produce our special programming with the goal of paying artists and staff and helping us all to bridge this transition together. We would love any support you can offer. A like and a share of our OVV YouTube channel. Buying something from Shopperville, our virtual merch booth. Make a gift through Venmo or PayPal, or best of all, subscribe to one of our Patreon membership levels. We're offering special content and access, discounts and merch items. Mostly, right now, we're asking you to join us and stay with us on this journey. We miss you, and you rock.
Piece from Once in between. It's a tough act to follow. It's an incredible piece, and we miss Once so much, but we're happy that we're here on the OVV in the interim between physical spaces. But I am going to ask a couple questions of each of our performers, and I believe I'm going to start, I'll start with David because I see I have him on the screen, DJ Dvoid today. And David, I know that I personally most as a member of Ghost Painted Sky, a band who we've played with in person and who we've also had here on our virtual shows. But I believe as a DJ, you also have had a radio show in the past. Is that something that is still ongoing that we could hear from you regularly, DJ-wise?
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
You can hear me?
You're low, but I can hear you.
Very faint. Okay. Let me see if I can adjust the volume. I had the mic really low so that we wouldn't make noise.
That's better.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah, well, it's a funny thing because, we were doing a live show for, I have a co-host that I do the show with on WMUA in Amherst at UMass. And, when everything hit in March, that was just kind of it. Everybody was staying home, and that's still pretty much the case, but we're trying to get together a virtual radio show now, and that's my homework for this next week actually, is to try to figure out how to do this through Zoom and actually make it sound like something worth listening to. And our focus, we play some classics, but we play a lot of new music, and there's a lot of fantastic new music happening the past several years. especially. So
Absolutely. I hope that you can figure out this virtual show and send it our way so we can help share it, because we'll of course be there. Sounds great. Do you
Awesome.
have any
Will do.
updates on Ghost Painted Sky? Anything new? We see Lisa in the background too.
Yeah, you want to say hi?
I can't hear you, but hi.
I had to turn off the monitor speaker
Yeah,
so we wouldn't
the
get
monitors
feedback on
aren't
the mic.
But I can see your smiling face, and I love your pink hair.
Thank you. Thank
Gorgeous.
you. Pandemic
Love the
pink.
bangs. We missed you guys so much, all of you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah. So we're working on a new album, 2 of them actually. So we're writing and recording, and the next thing up is going to be a double single that we're going to have out hopefully by April. But I may be, setting some pretty adventurous timelines for ourselves with that.
That's amazing.
So in the spring anyway, we're going to have a new double single out with. It's one of the tracks that we played a few months ago when we played one of the Dark Spring shows. Thank you for having us. And another track that'll be a surprise.
Amazing. Cannot wait for that. We love you guys, as you know.
Thank you. And we love Dark Spring and you guys and everything that you've been doing. It's awesome.
Can't wait to share a stage with you in person again, too. So
Indeed.
I'm going to move on to RjVj, because talking about sharing a stage put that into my mind, because when this pandemic hit, we actually had a show booked with them in Baltimore, which we're sad to have had to postpone, but we look forward to meeting them in person soon. But first of all, your set was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And across the board, I mean, I don't know if you were watching the comments, but people were just definitely moved by it. There was a lot of emotion here. And of course, the sun was going down here in Boston, which added to it. It was beautiful. What that made me wonder is, how does it feel for you, live performers, to watch us having an emotional reaction to your performance? Is that weird?
That's a really good question. No, man, no, it's not weird. Yeah, it makes you feel good. It feels good because we put a lot of work into it. So, if people like it, then you kind of know right away. It's the equivalent of clapping, I think, at a show.
Totally.
Yeah. So like when people clap and aren't talking through your set or whatever, then you're like, oh, cool. All right, we reached them. So
right.
To me, it's very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, like people get it.
It's great.
And
I love the chats. Yeah, the chat's amazing.
Since we can't see each other in person, so the chat really helps connect, and it's so nice to see people appreciate what you're doing. So yeah.
It really does. And we're lucky because we always have a pretty chatty crowd on here. And we have people that come back every time, and it's a little community. And then we get people like today, we have a lot of people from Baltimore because you're on here.
Yay.
We get an influx of different people too, which is great, but it's always very chatty. I will say that for sure. So how are you spending your pandemic time? Are you releasing anything new? Are you recording? What's going on?
We've been spending a lot of time recording. This is our 4th live stream, our first for 2021.
Yeah, we're basically always recording I've got like a decent home studio, so we kind of like record as we write, so we actually have more than a full album's worth of stuff done. It's kind of like finishing it basically.
Yeah.
So we have stuff ready to go.
We released a live album in August, which was a compilation from our 3 live streams, 3 live streams.
Cool.
Yeah. So we released the live album, the EP, and then we released a Halloween song, Charms of the Witching Hour, which you heard in the organ here. So we've had a couple of releases, and we hope to release something for Bandcamp Day or next week. So
amazing. Perfect. We love the Bandcamp days, and they kind of give us all a deadline too. Yes. Coming. So that's good to have, and also for budgeting for some of us. Bandcamp cut me off last week, so that's not a great sign. Let's see. I had another question. So we talked a little bit on the pre-call with you guys about the sort of the small venue situation in Baltimore. We know how it is in Boston. We've lost a lot of small venues like many cities across the country. How are things going? Are your venues hanging in? Are you seeing them close?
But barely. I mean, the venues are just barely hanging on by a thread. I do sound at 3 decent venues in town: Creative Alliance, Metro Gallery, and Auto Bar, all worthy venues. From 250 cap to 450 cap, and yeah, it's tough. Although everybody feels that once things open up, everyone's going to come out in full force. They're going to be so happy that it's going to just make it work. But everyone's struggling. I lost half my income. So did many people.
Right. No, it is true. And, I don't think we can underestimate the popularity of these virtual shows. I was kind of surprised. I saw on one of the groups I'm in, they were talking about virtual shows and how much they love them and that they are looking forward to continuing them even after the pandemic is over. So I'm wondering how much that's going to eat into live performance. Now, I'm a person who loves to be in the room with the performers. I'm always going to be out for live shows, but I can certainly see the appeal if you don't want to go out on a Tuesday night to watch the virtual show too. So I feel like it's going to be a different world after. We'll see what
it will be.
Yeah, I mean, the more places to play, the better, virtual or live. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I like going to shows.
I do too.
Where all
That's
my
our
friends
social
are.
time.
Yeah, it's our social
Exactly.
time,
I can't wait. All right, I'm going to switch over to Winkie. We've got Peter on here as well. Peter, that set was absorbing. It was incredible, hypnotizing, the perfect blend of visual and audio. It was beautiful. And I've seen a couple of your virtual shows so far, and Winkie is really, you've embraced the virtual platform a lot. Do you think that's going to affect your on stage live performances after the pandemic? Would you get back to clubs? You're on mute. Still mute. Still mute.
Peter, you're not muted on our end. Might be the headphones.
Yeah, that is weird. It doesn't look like you're on mute, but we're not hearing you. Well, I don't want to make you have to test all of your equipment. So
yeah, sorry.
Oh wait, are you back?
There it is.
Are you
Okay.
here?
Yep.
There we go.
Nice. Sorry about that. Yeah, no. Before we played out, we tried to incorporate some of those elements into the shows. So we would bring projections, and it actually proved a little tricky because venues are different, equipment breaks down. So we've kind of gained access to tailoring the experience the way we want to. But then it's also the other side of it where it's bringing all of the PA system, bringing all of the gears. So there are other aspects that you kind of didn't have to worry about before and took for granted that everything was kind of in place for you. That now it's all part of, it's in a way more work because you have to build the venue every time that you put together a performance. But it's, we're always trying to bring in elements to make it a bigger experience. So once we're able to return to stages, I think it's just like, how do we even continue to make it bigger?
It's such a good question. And it is one of the positives about these virtual shows is we've just seen so many incredible performances because as you said, you've got to create the venue, but you also can create it however you want. And you've just seen some amazing things. Your set was so beautiful. What are you working on for the future?
We actually had just finished an album when everything shut down. So that's kind of been on pause, and we're hoping to present that in some way this year. And also, trying to work through things to start recording some new songs. So hopefully this year we can share the songs. The second one that we played in the performance was actually from that to be released album. So we're hoping to kind of present that this year.
Amazing. There's a lot of new stuff coming out from all of you, so that's great. And I hope to get to see you all on in-person stages.
That would be great.
Here. That would be incredible. Well, that's it. I want to thank you all for joining us as always. It's been great. Thanks to Once for having us. We love being able to have shows on their OVV. And we have our next show will be on February 28th. We haven't officially announced it yet, but for those of you that are here, I can give you the preview that we have Kiss of the Whip and Shanghai Beach lined up for that. And we'll probably confirm a third local band as well. So that's going to be a great show too. So looking forward to it, and stay tuned as we pull that together. We'll start promoting it. Thank you all for coming, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks, Nicole.
Good night.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Mute the camera.
I know we're supposed to stay on after.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Mute the microphone.
Am I muted? I'm not muted.
Mute the microphone.
No, you said we were supposed to stay on
Everybody can
after.
hear us.
Okay.
Hello, this is Tim Hall here, musician, saxophonist, and poet. I'm here at Once and just need to say how important it is to support the local arts and local businesses. Once is such an important venue to the scene of artists and creators. They're doing amazing work. Please go and support. See you soon. Tim Hall, out.
Like, share,
subscribe. Subscribe.